Welcome back to another episode of the Bush TV. Well, in the last couple of episodes we head into a place called Murray Sunset National Park. We head in, check out some salt lakes, camp at Mopoke Hut.
How good is this?
Catch a sunset before we break camp the next day to check out Pink Lakes and head towards our destination, Rocket Lake, and kick back and enjoy a bit of Bush TV. In this episode, folks, we slowly break camp and we head to another pristine location right there on the Murray River. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the Bush TV.
G'day folks, and welcome back to another episode of the Bush TV. Folks, this one's an absolute epic episode that we're camped on the mighty Murray River. You cannot get more Aussie than this one. Just check out what we got behind me. It's absolutely fantastic. We've got the wood, we've got Pete, he's on board. He's our bush cook for tonight, and he's going to cook up a nice little ribeye with some nice secret ingredients in that camp oven he's got there. So guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of the Bush TV.
Well folks, it's an absolute pristine morning. The birds are singing, the fire's cranking. Time for those couple of coffees. We slowly pack up camp right there at Rocket Lake to head down the Nowingi line to our destination, a beautiful pristine spot right there on the Murray River. It can't get better than this, folks. It's not the high country, but I'll tell you what, it's definitely worth putting on your bucket list. This one was an absolute cracker of an experience. So folks, once we were in Murray Sunset National Park, we did at least 400 kilometres around the national park and seriously didn't even touch the sides. There's a lot to explore, folks. It is sandy and it sort of is a bit like driving on snow, but I'll tell you what, like I said before, an absolute cracker of an experience.
Alrighty folks, it's time to break camp again, and you know what that means? Lots of water on that hot fire behind me there, so we don't leave it hot. Someone who turned up, well, we turned up yesterday, that fire was still hot and all that wood was there, but that was a bonus, but it was still hot, so we're not going to leave it hot. We're going to put it out and do the right thing.
The fire doesn't look very hot, but I'll tell you what folks, this is hot, especially with this mallee gum. It gets real hot and stays hot for at least 72 hours. A bit of wind, guys, and a bit of leaf litter, and the fire would devastate this whole area. General rule of thumb, folks, it's a minimum of 10 litres to put out your campfire. And don't bury it under the sand. It'll stay hot for a week.
Pete's got another bucket of water. I reckon we're going to need another one. What do you reckon?
Yeah. You do that, I'll go and get the water from the tank.
Alright, so we've got another one here, and I reckon one more, and it should be right.
And we're not scooping it out of the long drop either.
No, we're not doing that. Right in the middle. Nothing there.
Oh yeah, she's got a puddle.
Because underneath it's sealed.
Yeah, it's safe.
So underneath that it's sealed, so it's not soaking into the ground. It's got a slab underneath, so it's a puddle of water in that fire pit now.
Okay folks, a quick warm up of the vehicle and it's time to hit the tracks to our destination, that Murray River camp. Now on the way folks, we go down the Nowingi line to check out the old Nowingi gypsum mine hopper.
Oh well folks, Rocket Lake. Pretty good. Now, we're off to a destination. We're not going to tell you where it is. We're just going to get there and then we'll see. Then you'll know where it is. Somewhere I've never been before. And this Rocket Lake's beautiful. Check this out. Look at that. It's like a big crater. Really nice. Bird lights are different. It's all different. There's a lot of parks full of wildlife. We've got emus, kangaroos, all sorts of stuff here. It's a different style of bird life. And it's cool. I tell ya, I wouldn't be coming here in the summer. I just wouldn't. It'd be stinking hot and you wouldn't want a fire or nothing. So this is the time of year you want to come here. Around May, mid-May to say October. And then you'd leave it there. That'd be it. There's plenty to look around in this park. There's lots of sand dunes and things. Obviously most of them you can't drive up. Some you can. Good for motorbikes in here. Plenty to find and explore and look at. There's a couple of more camps over that way that we've seen yesterday. Really enjoyed it.
And it wasn't too long, folks, and we're at the old Nowingi Gypsum Mine Hopper, just down the Nowingi line. The old Nowingi Gypsum Mine Hopper is a historical structure located within Victoria's Murray Sunset National Park. It was part of a gypsum mining operation that utilised the railway line for transporting gypsum. The hopper is now a notable remnant of this industrial heritage, offering visitors a glimpse into the region's mining history. The Mallee region is known for its gypsum deposits, and mining began in the early 20th century. The hopper was used to store and load gypsum into trains for distribution, mainly serving the needs for local farmers who relied on it to enhance crop yields. Well folks, after getting back off the blacktop, it's time to hit Hatta Kulkyne National Park. And our destination, like I said before, is a pristine little spot right there on the Murray River.
Alright folks, thought I'd just jump out and just have a quick gander at this lake. It's called Lake Hatta. So yeah, just thought I'd check it out. There's a couple of camp spots here, but we're obviously not going to camp here tonight. We've got other plans.
In saying that folks, it's not a bad spot. Well, if it floods, you're in a bit of trouble, but I'm sure they'd shut the gate if anything like that was going to happen. In saying that, it's time to hit the tracks and head to our destination. Now this type of country, it's absolutely spectacular. It's red gum country, and I'll tell you what folks, there's no short of firewood. So hitting the tracks and enjoying that big sky country on the way through was something totally different, and I'll tell you what, I'll be back here again another day just to soak this country in. It's absolutely spectacular. Like I said earlier folks, it's something a little bit different than the high country, but it was well worth the trip to get out to the Hatta Kulkyne National Park, also to see Murray Sunset. Now Hatta Kulkyne National Park is a national park in the Mallee district of Victoria, and as it sits, it's around 48,000 hectares, 120,000 acres. The national park is situated adjacent to the Murray River, approximately 417 kilometres northwest of Melbourne, with the nearest regional centre being Mildura. It's an absolute spectacular spot guys, and I'll tell you, like I said, I'll be back. And be wary when you're on the tracks folks, there's emus, wallabies, kangaroos and these little fellas right here. We don't want to disturb them. Like I said, it's red gum country and there's no short of firewood. It's absolutely spectacular. Just check out the ecosystem right there. And it wasn't long and I found the perfect little camp spot right next to the mighty Murray. I just couldn't believe my eyes when I found this spot and what was right there sitting in front of us. And folks, it's hard to believe that 2 weeks before this trip I was camped right there at the highest vehicle access point on the Murray. Check that video out in the description.
Mate, you're not going to believe what's here. Our luck has been very good over the last couple of days. You're going to throw your hands up in the air and just go, what the?
Oh, mate. The wood boys, the wood gods are looking after us again.
I can't believe this, guys. We've just turned up at this spot here and thought we'd come down just to check it out because we're looking for a camp spot for a couple of days. Check this out. Again, folks, Mum has left us a lot of wood. We don't have to get wood tonight. So we're here for a couple of nights. We will get wood tomorrow night. So I'll promise some of you, you'll get a couple of slow-mos. But whoever's doing this is showing me up and I can't do any slow-mos. But that's all right, because you know what? It just saved us about probably an hour. It's that time of day now. It's about, what, 2:30? On the dot. There you go. We haven't had lunch yet. We've driven quite a while. Anyways, we've come out from the Sunset over to Culkine. I think it's Culkine State Park.
Culkine National Park.
It's Culkine. So that's where we are. And check that out. That is the Murray River. This is unbelievable. So, wood's there. It's time for some lunch and something cold. So yeah, we've got two things. One's hot and one's really cold. I think we'll have the hot one first, but I reckon we'll wash it down with the cold one.
Look at that.
Oh, it's red gum.
It is beautiful.
We're in red gum country.
Oh.
Whoever's left this wood for us, if you're watching the channel, thanks very much.
Yeah.
It'll burn nicely, plus we'll get some more for tomorrow, because tonight we've got to get a camp oven sort of prepped up. So anyways, right now, it's that time, mate.
Beautiful.
Time for the hot one and the cold one. Let's go. What more could you ask for? As a spot like this, right next to the Murray, with a meat pie, and the cold things in the back still. We're going to get that out in a minute.
Here's cheers, mate.
Bloody oh. How good's that?
How good is this spot?
Oh, the spot's good.
Huh.
It's only going to get better.
I can't think it gets better.
It will when we get the bush TV
When
going.
the bush TV's going tonight, yes.
Couple of cans, perfect.
But yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, folks, there's only one more thing to do. Well, there's more than one, but one of the most important ones right now.
That's a good sound, mate.
That is a good sound. Certainly is. Cheers.
Here
we go again. Couple of days here, mate. Spot on.
Beautiful.
3 weeks ago, folks, I was camped up there on the highest vehicle access point of this river. If you haven't seen that episode, check out the channel and check it out in the description. I'll put both those in there.
In saying all that, it's time to get prepped up and get the camp ready for a couple of good days next to that mighty Murray. And how much better does it really get? With all that red gum just sitting there, the bush TV is going to lock and load for a couple of days. With the bush TV now cranked up and building up a good coal base, it's time to set up the camp. Now folks, this is a river, so always wary of the thing rising, otherwise we'll end up downstream. We don't want that. Weather forecast for upstream was pretty good, but we still keep an eye on it just in case. Safety first, folks. Always be very wary about camping right next to that river. I mean, come on, you don't want to make the 6 o'clock news. Folks, I just can't help but say, even just setting up camp right there by the mighty Murray and the environment with the birds in the background, it's absolutely priceless. And with all that done, folks, it's time to kick back, relax, right there around that bush TV and just check that river out. How good does it really get?
Cheers, mate. Have a look at this for a spot. Could it get any better? We nailed this one, mate.
Righto, Pete, what have we got tonight?
We've got a beautiful rib roast. We're going to marinate it with some Dijonnaise. It's a bit of a secret, but now it's not. You can all use it. Tastes beautiful on lamb or beef, and then put panko breadcrumbs over the top to give it a crust.
Yep.
Bit of salt and pepper, Phil, where you go. Bit of salt and pepper first, just to get the seasoning into her.
Yeah.
We'll work them into preheat. And seal.
Well, guys, this might take a little bit because we're not going to overdo it, but well, I'm not in charge of this one. It's up to you, Pete. This is his gig. So he knows what he's doing.
We're doing it slow. It might be dark before we eat because we're not in daylight savings anymore, but the secret is, as you know, low and slow in the camp oven.
That's it.
We'll show you the end result.
Yeah, exactly what we're going to do. So it's going to take a little bit of time, obviously, you know. I could click the fingers and make it a bit of an edit so you can see it right now, but we're not going to do that. So we're going to, while that's sort of going in the camp oven, we're going to kick back around this fire. It's now, I don't know, about what, 4 o'clock? Maybe later.
25 to 5.
Okay, so it's getting on. I'm stoked on where we're camping. It's pretty good here, so yeah, let's just let Pete do his magic in the background there with this cook up. He's going to roast a couple of onions and things. We've got a bit of baked potatoes and some coleslaw and all the goodies to go in that. In the meantime, this is what it's all about, folks. Like literally, if you want to go camping somewhere that's iconic and it's as Aussie as it gets, on the mighty Murray River, we've got red gum country right there. There's firewood everywhere. It's unbelievable. So I'm going to sit back right now around that there with something over there. It's a little bit cold and relax for the night.
It's not too long, folks, and it starts to get dark for the night. Pete's working in the background to do his magic as we kick back about the bush TV for a couple of cold ones. And we sit back and soak in the environment.
Alright folks, this is done. This meal is absolutely perfection. We got a ribeye. It's real hard to see it. Tell you what you can see, guys, is that view in the background. Right, and we've got a fire going just down there. We're just about to crank it up. Pete's done a fantastic job of these. Baked potatoes, coleslaw, cheese, all the goodies, roast onion with the ribeye with some secret herbs and spices.
We're ready to roll.
We're ready to roll.
Doesn't get any better than this. Can't get any better than this.
Well, it sort of maybe can.
Probably.
It's just every time we come out, it seems that we get better and better. You know, it's like this is pretty good.
Oh, it's pretty
And
good.
we can't, sort of one that's going to be hard to beat, this one. We're going to kick back and crank that fire up, have this, have a couple of frothies, and we'll see you, folks, in the morning. Again, thanks for watching, and a big shout out to Pete for being the bush cook tonight. You've done a fantastic job. We haven't tasted it yet, but I know it's going to be good.
It's going to be good.
Let's go. Righto, mate.
Enjoy, mate. Tell me what you think.
I will.
Give me a taste test and tell me what you think.
I'll let you know. What more do we say when you got that and you've had a good feed, you've had a great day's forward driving, and you're kicking back with a couple of frothies around the bush TV, right? So cheers to that. I know I said it before and I'll see you in the morning, because we will, and I said it before, I'll say it again. It's time for Pete and I to sit back and relax around the bush TV. A couple of those down there, and the stars are out tonight. The moon's not up, so it's actually a really good sky. I'm not going to time lapse it, not here, but saying that, tomorrow night we're here again, I might do that, I might not. But right now, I don't really care, because who would when you got that right there? So folks, again, I can't thank you enough for watching this and enjoying it and giving it a thumbs up, dropping a comment. A big shout out goes out to all my sponsors, members and subscribers. If you want to subscribe and show your support, you know what to do right there. Hit that subscription button, show me your appreciation, and enjoy the bush TV. See you in the morning. Folks, if you like this type of content, remember, subscribe to that, and it shows me your support. It's a free subscription. It doesn't ask for credit card details. All it does is show me your support to keep the content rolling. And remember folks, hit the little bell notification next to the subscribe if you're interested in to see new content that I drop, and give me a thumbs up. It shows me your appreciation. Well folks, it's another cracking day today. Just check it out. It's a little bit breezy, but it's beautiful. It's almost jumper off weather, not quite yet, but I'll tell you what, when that sun comes out of those clouds, I reckon it will be. So today's mission is pretty much this. We're going to kick back and relax around it, and that's about it really. So all we've got to do is get a bit of firewood and we're done. So it'll be a nice easy day, drag a bit of wood out of that red gum forest there, and just enjoy this absolutely spectacular mighty Murray River camp spot. And in saying that, we did. We kicked back, relaxed, and just took it all in for the whole day. In fact, Pete actually went down for a nap, and I just chilled out and got that fire going and kicked back to some bush TV. This type of country, folks, is going to bring me back again. As much as it's a long drive, I really don't care. I'll be back here because it's absolutely spectacular. And as day turns to night, again folks, in this spot, you just can't get sick of it. And I'll tell you what, the morning came nice with a beautiful sunrise straight over that Murray River. It's unfortunate, but that time has come where we have to pack up camp from this spot. As good as it is and hard to let go, it's time to head back home.
Once semi-packed up, those priorities kick in once the belly's boiled and we get those couple of coffees on the go before we hit the tracks. And packing up to this type of environment, folks, with that type of sunrise and that type of environment, she's a hard one to let go. You just don't want to go home. Another day here would have been absolutely perfect. But it's time to go. So putting that fire out is a priority. With the river right there, we take advantage of it. Well, it's time to say goodbye to that camp spot, and what a cracker of a spot it was. We've left it clean, no rubbish, and I'll tell you what folks, on the way out, the little trip through the red gum part was beautiful. A big shout out goes out for Pete for joining me on this trip. It was an absolute cracker, and he knows the area like the back of his hand, which makes it pretty handy. Also, a big shout out goes out to all the sponsors, subscribers and supporters of this channel. Thanks very much folks, and thanks for watching. On the way out, we watch out for wildlife because they are around, so we take it nice and easy on the tracks before we hit the blacktop. As you can see folks, this little fella was pretty lucky. He pulled up just before he came in front of the 80. I don't know if I could have missed this one. I suppose it was just his lucky day. And on the way out, there is quite a couple of attractions, folks. There's a couple of silos that have got awesome silo art and a town that the train line runs straight through the middle of it. Also, folks, we visited a mountain that's in the Guinness Book of Records for being the lowest mountain in the world. Unbelievable, especially in my book. Maybe I should camp there one day. We'll call it a low elevation camp. Again folks, this one's come to the end. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, commenting and hitting that thumbs up. And remember to show your support to the channel, subscribe, and that shows me you like what I do. Once again, stay safe, stay tuned. We'll see you in the next one.
That lowest mountain in the world, ticked off the bucket list. Mount Witchy proof. Thanks for coming.